So right now I'm just doing the training for Train Sim World 6 as I am quite new to this game. So expect to see me mess up a lot.
In this training module, you'll be learning basic passenger operations in this Class 323 electric multiple unit. This part of the training centre is the Metro Loop. It is used primarily for driver training for passenger trains that are generally shorter or might stop more frequently in normal operating practice. It consists of 2 platforms. In this module, we'll be doing a complete circuit and practicing stopping at both stations. When you're ready, open the door and climb aboard the train. Take a seat in the driver's position. To unlock the control desk, insert the... Turn the coach lighting on so that passengers aren't boarding a dark train. To allow passengers to board the train, you will need to open the correct doors. In order to use the buttons in the cab, you must first insert and then turn the door key to the on position. As the platform is on your left, press the open doors left button. The weather has turned quite bad, so you'll need to turn the wipers on. The cab light is currently on. Make sure to turn it off. It's useful to find your way around in the cab, but can make it hard to see out of the window, so you should always turn it off before you start moving. Headlights in the UK are used to allow others to see the train rather than being of great use to the driver seeing out. Set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off. While the passenger doors are open and the loading objective completes, you'll notice the bar in the top left slowly rising. Once it reaches the top, the objective will complete and it will be time to close the doors.
Yo, +101 official. Yo, thanks for happy birthday.
Now the passengers have boarded the train, close and lock the doors using the close left doors button. Apply some power to get moving.
Oh yeah, we got 2 people watching.
You're approaching the next station. Use the power brake handle to apply power so that you come to a gentle stop at the indicated marker on the platform. This platform is on the right, so you'll need to use the Open Right Doors button to unlock and open the doors this time. Use the doors closed right. Drive the train to the next platform without any further guidance and see how you get on.
You get action points for like the most absurd things, like driving under the speed limit in this game. So confusing for me, not gonna lie. I'm gonna start braking just so I can make sure I stop in time, but if I need to, I'll turn off the brakes and start. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna turn on the brake. I'm gonna get power going again, because yellow's gonna stop quite far away.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this training module, you'll be learning about the various camera controls and how to get the best views. You can drive from in the cab or an exterior camera. Exterior views are particularly useful for coupling and uncoupling. Currently, you're in the cab of this Class 323 EMU with the same view a real driver would have. Before experimenting with camera views, set the train up correctly as if ready for departure. We will now explore the camera controls. When using a controller, you simply use the same control again to toggle back into the cab. Do that now. Now that you're used to interior and exterior, switch back to the exterior view again to learn more about it. From the exterior, you can move the camera around. Use the controls indicated to move and turn the camera. Spend a minute just practicing moving and turning the camera. You can zoom in and out using the indicated control. Try it now. While in an external camera, you can also interact with some elements such as junctions. You'll be learning about junctions properly in a different training module, but for now, fly over to the indicated junction and change it by interacting with it using the controls indicated. There's a lot more to learn about cameras, including numerous other camera modes. You can find out more in other areas of the training center. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this module, you'll combine everything you learned from the moving a train, passenger operations, and camera controls modules, but from outside the train. Now you'll have the freedom to enjoy external cameras while driving the train. Before you go any further, get the lighting all set up correctly. In most trains, you'll find functions such as... If you find a train where the master key does not set automatically on the controller, pop back into the cab to do it and then switch back to the exterior view again. Next, use the indicated control to set the reverse. Just as with other modules, you're currently sitting in a Class 323 multiple unit. You must now switch to the exterior camera. If you need a reminder on how to do this, head over to the camera controls module first and have a quick refresher. Aside from the magnificent views, exterior camera views can make it easier to complete tasks such as coupling, checking your lights, and changing junctions. Only a small number of the most common functions are usable for an exterior camera. If you find you need to do something that isn't available, simply switch to the internal camera to do it, and then switch back. Finally, use the indicated controls to apply some power. One will apply and one will take it away.
I just realised this lake actually looks really nice for some reason. I don't know why, I just like it. Oh shoot.
Now that you've moved down the track, it's time to bring the train to a stop. Use the controls indicated to adjust the power brake hand. Try restarting this tutorial and running it a few times until you're comfortable with driving from the outside, including moving the camera around. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this training module, you'll be learning how to shut down a cab and change ends of the train so that you can drive in the other direction. You'll bring this unit back to central square sidings. You'll need to change ends a couple of times. Don't worry about how the train is going to get there though, all the paths are going to be set for you. You just need to change ends and then drive when you're given instruction to do so. Get started by setting this cab up for operation. Activate the master key for. Set the headlights for daytime operation and ensure the tail lights are off. Set the reverser to forwards, as that. The first move brings the train forwards to the junction around the corner from here, and you'll be stopping once the rear of the train has cleared it. Apply some power and.
Something has gone wrong. Okay.
Now that the train has stopped, you need to shut this cab down. Turn off the headlights and ensure the tail lights are on. Set the reverser to off. This cab is now shut down. Walk over to the other end of the train, ensuring to close any doors behind you. Sit in the driver's seat. Follow the steps indicated to activate this cab, repeating the procedure that you did when you set up the previous cab. Now that the cab is active, wait for the yard controller to give us permission to proceed forward once they've checked and blocked all the junctions for us. You're good to go. Apply.
What? Okay. Can I get out? Okay. Oh, 66.
Follow the steps indicated to deactivate this cab. Now that the cab is active, wait for the yard controller to give us permission to proceed forward once they've checked and locked all the junctions for us. You're good to go. Apply some power and get moving. Your final destination is going to take you to the central square sidings right next to the main building.
More 323s. What is the game name? The name of the game is Train Simulator World 6 or... Wait, hold on. I forget a lot. I forget the name of it a lot. Just type in TSW6. It's, the most known way
Before
to
you
say it
finish,
is
take a moment to review.
TSW6.
When changing cabs on almost any train,
I don't
there are
know
some
how
common
to
things
say
to
it.
double check
Alright.
before you depart
Alright, I
the
took
cab
it
you're
out,
finished
alright.
with. What position have you left the throttle and brake controls in? What position is the reverser in?
Reverser needs to be an off.
Are the headlights and taillights set up correctly for what will become the rear of the train?
Yep, no, not yet.
Are all doors closed?
Yep.
Once you get used to each train you operate, you'll quickly begin to remember what each one needs and get used to the elements that are common between different trains. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this training module, you'll be learning about the live 2D map and how it can help you understand where you are, where your objective is, and how you can change the path of the train to get to the right place. Under normal circumstances, the driver has little, if anything, to do with where a train is going. It's all handled centrally by a signaling center or dispatcher. Within yards and depots, however, you will find that these are often managed by the crew of the train directly. That means you. You can tell whether a junction is manual or automatic by looking at it. If it has no big lever, then it's automatic and you can't influence it. If it does, then interacting with that lever will change the junction. For this module, you'll take this class 323 from the siding here next to the main loops and set all the junctions yourself to direct the train to the switch lines, and then change ends and repeat the process to bring the train into the depot. Your destination has been set over in the switch lines on the far west of the training center. Use the map to follow the path from the train to the destination and change all the junctions you need to get there. If you make a mistake and go the wrong way, you can go back and try to correct it. If you're not ready for that, just restart the module and try again.
Oh. Oh, never mind. It's on this line, which means I'm gonna have to switch this track here and change this one as well. So if I just keep on going this way, go up there, and then end up at switch track line 5. I'm going a bit too fast here. I think I'm going a bit too fast. Hopefully I don't derail here. That was a tight turn. No, not emergency. Be free.
You've made it to the first destination. Go ahead and change ends in the train, and you can try one more time for practice.
Be free. Fall off. Take key out. Turn off the lights. I always get tricked by the window on the door. Oh wait, I got sneeze. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ.
Once again, use the map to adjust the junctions between your train and the destination. Where the black lines on the 2D map aren't aligned with the blue path, change the junction. When you're ready, get moving.
I'm going this way. No, I meant the B1. Let's play our B1. Oh, okay, never mind.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
wonder how many like things there are in. I wonder how many training things you need to do in this. Oh, I'm only
In
six.
this training module, you're going to learn to drive a diesel-electric locomotive and how the controls differ from a multiple unit. This is a BR Class 66 diesel-electric locomotive typically used for freight operations in the United Kingdom. In some trains, it is first necessary to insert the reverser handle. We need to do that on this one. We want to move the train forwards, so move the reverser in that direction. The train brake on the Class 66 uses a sprung lever. Holding it one way will gradually release the brakes until you release the lever. Holding it the other will gradually apply the brakes.
Okay, I'm already on my way.
You need to keep an eye on the two brake gauges in front of you. The larger one in the middle is the brake pipe. The outside needle shows the target pressure and the inside needle shows the actual pressure. When you apply or release the brakes, the outer needle moves and the onboard control systems will begin to adjust the brakes to match your setting. You can make a change to the brakes and focus on the road ahead while the system works to match the pressure you've set. The second gauge of note is the brake cylinder gauge, which is the second from the left. This tells you exactly what is happening with the brakes on the two sets of wheels on the locomotive. If the needles are raised to a V shape, that means they are fully applied. When the needles are both pointing directly down, the brakes on the locomotive will be fully released. You can learn more about braking systems elsewhere in the training center. But for now, you just need to remember that you are directly controlling the outer needle on the brake pipe gauge, and that the end result is shown on the brake cylinder gauge. Keep the brake control in release until you can see the brake pipe control needle is reading 5 bar, pointing upwards. This will release the brakes fully.
I'm going a bit fast here.
Watch the brake cylinder gauge to see it gradually reduce to 0.0. Needles pointing downwards, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released on the locomotive and you can move the train. It's important to note that the brake cylinder gauge is only telling you what's happening on your locomotive. If you have wagons attached, they can take a little longer to release, so if the train doesn't move immediately, don't worry. Apply some throttle to get the train moving.
Okay, I think I've already done that, but I don't know for
As you
sure.
apply power, notice the ammeter rising, the gauge on the right-hand side with the coloured sections. This is the amount of power being fed into the traction motors. Try to keep
I'm
it in
gonna
the
crash
green
here at
section,
some
only
point.
briefly in the yellow, and avoid
I
the
think
red section
at some
to avoid
point I'm
damaging
gonna
the
crash.
traction motors.
Holy, I
Now
think
that
I'm
you've
going a
reached your
bit too
target
fast
speed,
here.
You can move the throttle control back to 0.
Uh-oh, uh-oh,
The train will
uh-oh,
bring close to level ground, and
no.
the train will only slow down very gradually.
Jesus Christ. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I'm saving that. Oh my god. I definitely would have crashed in real life there. Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure this wait, hold on. Does this have two sides? Okay. Okay, where's the reverser? Reverse. Throttle. Well, I turned it up to 8. I actually have as well. Throttle 1.
That's far enough. Bring this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar. The amount of braking you'll need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place. You'll get better at this with practice. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come
hold on,
back
how
to
do I
it
take
any
picture?
time via the training center.
Oh, I didn't know how to take a picture. Oh god, I've got to change ends now, seriously.
In this training module, you'll be learning about changing ends with a locomotive. Many types of locomotives have 2 cabs in order to make them as versatile as possible. While the cabs are often virtually identical, they are often referred to as either the A and B ends, number 1 or 2 end, or simply their front and back. Usually the designation of the cab is written somewhere in the cab. In the case of the Class 66, it's above the window on the right-hand side. In this case, you can see you're in the number 1 cab. All the junctions will be set for you in this module. You'll just be focusing on the locomotive. First, get the train moving forwards and drive over to the indicated stop marker and come to a stop in the platform somewhere.
Insert reverser. Forward. Right. So I've already set off the things here. Where's the apply? Where's the apply? Oh. Hang on. Wait for the train to come to a stop.
Okay, let's change ends. The basic process is always the same. Shut down the cab you're in and set up a new cab. Each cab has slightly different requirements to shut it down and set it up, however. Now, removing the reverse has automatically applied the brakes on the locomotive, so you don't need to worry about what happens when you change ends or what position to leave the train brake in. On this locomotive and on some others, you also need to make sure to put the locomotive brake in the release position when you're ready to switch cabs. If you don't, the controls in the other cab won't be able to release the brake. Before you move to the other cab, set the tail lights on and turn the headlights off. If you've used cab light or desk lights, turn those off too. Head to the other cab. You'll need to leave the train and get back on board at the other end. While some trains allow you to walk from cab to cab internally, it's often hot and uncomfortable.
I just have to do the exact same
Notice that
thing.
this end shows that you're in cab number 2 with the writing above the right-hand window.
Reverse forward. Oops.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this trading module, you'll move some mineral wagons to a new location and learn how to couple and uncouple the wagons to your locomotive. All junctions are going to be changed automatically for you in this tutorial, so you can focus on driving. The mineral wagons are located ahead of us. Start by pulling gently forwards until you touch the wagons and stop. This will take some practice as it requires a lot more fine control. You'll find the locomotive brake is easier and more responsive. Take your time. If you hit the wagons too hard, they might come off the track, so try to be gentle and aim for 2 miles per hour or under as you touch them. You may also prefer the external camera to give more visibility, particularly as you get close to the wagons. The next step is to couple up. You can either do this by using the external camera or by getting out and doing it by hand. In this tutorial, you'll learn both techniques so you can decide which one you prefer. There are many types of couplers on the railways. In this case, you've got conventional UK chain couplings, which simply need you to put the loop over the hook on the other vehicle. In the sim, you can do this by simply interacting with the coupler when you see the appropriate prompt. Apply the emergency brake with the emergency brake plunger. This will empty all air out of the brake pipe and prevent the brake pipe from overcharging as you couple to the wagons. You'll do this one by getting out of the train. Leave the cab and walk over to the coupling. Interact with the coupling to couple the vehicles together. While you set the emergency brake plunger to restore the brakes, then you'll need to shut this cap down and change ends. Follow the instructions here or check out the training module that covers changing cabs in more detail. Set up the train while you wait for the yard manager to give you the all clear to reverse into the siding once they've changed the junctions required. Junction set, you're clear to go. Now pull the train forward and notice how the brake pipe responds more slowly as you release the brakes. You'll feel your train taking more time to respond. It will also feel sluggish as it has extra weight behind it. Take this into consideration as you drive, noting that it now takes longer to speed up and, more importantly, longer to slow down.
Damn it. British, 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 German, German. I'm gonna end stream now, so bye guys. So I couldn't like actually drive a route, I was just doing training. But yeah. Thanks for being here and bye.